Hello and welcome to a Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica and today I am reviewing the Fitfully Yours Serena Lace Bra. It's been a while since I reviewed Fitfully Yours. The last time I did was of the Nicole and it was a style I really enjoyed, and I've been anxious to experiment with the brand again. One of my friends who owns her underthings up in New York actually recommended the Serena Lace because she's had a lot of success with it both personally and professionally. So I decided to give it a whirl and see how I felt the fit was. In my experience, Fitfully Yours tends to run pretty snug in the band. Every time I've tried one of their bras, I've always sized up from what I was currently wearing. And in fact, a lot of my customers size up at least once too. Sometimes they even size up to a +4 measurement based on what their rib cage would be. So the Serena Lace is true to that metric. I've been wearing pretty consistently a UK 34H or an American 34K, and I'm wearing a 36 double G in UK sizing or J in American. Now I keep throwing in the American sizing because Fitfully Yours is a Canadian company and they as such use North American sizing, so they don't use the traditional UK. For the duration of the review, however, I'll be using the UK double G sizing just because that's what I am routinely referring to in the store, and I know I'll wind up slipping up if I try to use the J cup, so we'll just refer to it as the double G. The band on the 36 is comfortably snug. I have it on the loosest set of hooks. It's not overly tight. It does have a sense of security to it, and I think this is partially why I feel Fitfully Yours runs a little tighter. It's very rare to see a kind of lightweight, sort of flimsy band from Fitfully Yours. That's not a criticism. It just means you tend to feel their wings and their band a little bit more. There's definitely a little bit of added security. I also feel like there's less inherent stretch to the fabrics that they use. So it could be a combination of those two things, which ultimately makes me feel like I need to size up in the band. The cup is perfect. It fits really well. I don't have any overflow gaping, any of those hallmarks of a bad fit. The design of the bra is your kind of standard 3-section cup design. It has a 2-section lower cup, which is made from a more rigid material, and it gives a nice vertical lift. The upper cup is the lace part of the bra, and it has a little bit of stretch here at the top. It's not as loose fitting as the stretch laces that you would see from some of the panache styles such as Jasmine or Clara. This is a firmer kind of stretch lace. And I like that element to it because I've mentioned in the past that with that lighter, more flexible stretch lace, we sometimes have complaints from customers because they don't feel like they get the containment from the bra. They feel like there's still too much movement, too much jiggle. So having a similarly fitted and shaped style from Fitfully Yours, which uses a stronger kind of lace to hold the tissue but still contour a little more evenly, is a really nice option. I think it's a smart choice from them. The interior also has a side sling that's partially lightly padded. It's kind of like a little bit of a foam, so it definitely reinforces the side of the bra and keeps the tissue forward. The underwire shape is kind of on the U-shaped side, which is nice. I do find it ends at a good spot on my side, but it's also a little tall. I feel like this comes up just a little bit high into the arm for me. This could also just be because it's the 36 double G and not my normal size, but it is something I'm a little bit more aware of with this bra than I am with other styles. The center has a nice tack to it. The wires are almost overlapping, but the cup projection at the center is not quite as deep as you would get. I feel like it's a little bit more of a moderate. In fact, I think the overall shape of the bra is more moderate. It feels like it would be better for people who have sort of average set breasts, average tissue kind of. So I like that it's got a bit of a crowd-pleasing quality to it. It's also not overly tall. I feel like a lot of the times when we do a full bust bra, there's this tendency to have a lot of coverage and a lot of underwear coming up high on the chest. And the Serena Lace certainly bypasses this for a much more comfortable fit at the center. And the tack, while it's nice, is also not really hard either, so it doesn't kind of create that boring into the sternum feeling that you can get as well. So the Serena Lace, construction-wise, is really well made. As I mentioned, the band does not have a lot of that inherent stretch. It's definitely something I feel will last a long time. It won't wear out on you very quickly. It anchors really well to the body so that it keeps everything contained. The shape is also really good. I feel like this gives what I would call a kind of classic rounded but minimized shape. So I don't mean that it's like smooshing tissue or it's creating an unflattering like breast tissue under the arm shape, not at all. What I mean is it doesn't have some of that immediate in-your-face kind of projection that you get with certain other styles. Now I like all manner of bras, and I do tend toward the ones that have that higher level of forward projection. But it can also be, one, challenging to find certain clothes that are going to fit with that, but also not everybody has the preferences I have. There's a lot of ladies and men who would prefer to have a bra that is going to fit a little bit less projected, but not in an unflattering way, not in a smooshy uniboob kind of way. This is exactly that silhouette which works well for those kinds of customers. It's nice and rounded, it has a good soft shape to it, really, really nice fit, really nice look. So as I mentioned, the lower cup has a more rigid fabric, so it tends to hold the weight of the breast tissue. This is also true over time. These fabrics tend to last longer. I already discussed the stretch lace upper cup. Now that lace does extend onto the shoulders here, so if the bra peeks out a little bit, it almost has a bralette feel, which is a nice nod because most of the time in fuller bust you don't have that option. Now the reason the straps are about here on my neck is because this has a racer back option. So I had it done up like that. Now the normal straps would probably sit about here, which is a little wide. Now you can angle them just inward a little bit for an improved fit. With the racer back, one, I love that. I think more everyday bras need to have racer backs because it's so comfortable. It can take the pressure off your back. It puts it in a different spot. If you have tank tops, you have that little bonus space there. But the downside is, particularly with this one, you don't have the fully adjustable strap. So if you're petite or if you're really short-waisted, you may run into trouble with not being able to tighten your strap long enough and either needing to use the racer back or not being able to wear the bra at all. So keep that in mind. The underwires are nice and sturdy, back has 3 hook and eye closures. Overall, the construction on Fitfully Yours bras has always been phenomenal. This is around a $69, $70 bra, and it has that kind of quality level to it. The price is certainly befitting what you're getting with it, and overall I really like the style. It's kind of a nice, like, basic cut and sew cup bra. It's not like a crazy print, it's just kind of basic, it's a little more classic. The fit on it is really good. I think particularly if anybody has softer tissue or more bottom heavy tissue, this bra is going to do great. I think it kind of has a little bit of a quality of being between maybe sort of an even-in product like Fantasy or Lomi and a panache product. So if you find you may not fit perfectly into either one of those brands, maybe try the Serena lace from Fitfully Yours. The color on this is lovely. I love to see more neutral options that cross skin tones. So this is like perfect if you're sort of in the middle. They have new neutrals coming out for spring as well. Even on someone who's super pale like me, I think that the way that they've chosen this tone is really flattering. I like the pretty little like tonal pattern here on the bottom, and then of course the little lace. I think it's got a nice, just sort of simple, classic kind of feel. This is a pretty bra that's really and truly meant to be kind of like your everyday bra. There's a lot of practical elements to it. This isn't something like a Playful Promises bra where it's, you know, supposed to be really fun and exciting. This is much more of a great everyday workhorse, last forever, good fit, nice shape kind of bra. And I think that they succeeded really well there. So I do really like the Serena lace. Nicole is still slightly my favorite. I like the little embroidery pieces because I'm a bit jaded at this point as far as aesthetics go. But overall, really great entry. If you haven't tried Fitfully Yours before, I highly recommend it. Just definitely consider sizing up in the band because they do run a bit firm. As always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me. My email is sophisticatedpair@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out our blog, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram for all the latest news and event information. Thanks for watching.